He said it so casually. "Mom, the family trip's canceled. We're broke." I remember the way his voice cracked, just enough to sound believable. He even sighed, rubbing his forehead like his father used to when bills piled up. I wanted to believe him. God help me, I did. 3 weeks later, I saw the photos. Sunlight, champagne, matching polos. My son, his wife, her parents, all smiling on a cruise deck somewhere off Santorini. The caption read, "Family time is everything." Blue. I stared at it until my hands stopped shaking. Not out of shock, that passed quickly, but calculation. That was the moment the mother in me died, and something quieter, colder took her place. When he was little, he used to slip his hand into mine without asking. He'd look up at me with those dark eyes and say, "You're my favorite person, Mom." I built my life around those words. Every shift, every sacrifice, for him. His father was gone before he turned 10, and I swore he'd never feel the weight of that loss. I worked 2 jobs, put every spare dollar into an account under his name. Told him it was for his future, a down payment, a business, security. It was supposed to be the one thing I left him. He knew about the account. He knew exactly how much was in it. $70,000. That's what he asked for, 3 weeks after the cruise. His text came at 10:47 p.m. "Hey Mom, I'm in a tough spot. Can I borrow $70K? Just temporary. I'll pay you back when things stabilize." Borrow. That word made me smile. I typed, "Ask your in-laws." Then I pressed send and froze the account. He didn't reply, not right away. The silence stretched for a day, then 2. Then came the call. He didn't bother with greetings. "You froze it?" His tone was sharp, accusatory, the kind that strips away all pretense. "Yes." "You can't do that. It's mine," I said, calmly. "Your name's on it, but the money isn't yours yet. You know that." "You don't understand. We're under pressure." I could hear her in the background, his wife, whispering something, probably coaching him. That's what she did, molded him into something colder, more entitled. "Pressure?" I said softly. "From what? The Ocean View suite or the matching luggage?" Silence. Then the click of disconnection. I didn't cry, not once. Instead, I pulled out every document I'd ever signed for him, every joint statement, every digital trace. Then I called my lawyer, the same woman who handled my divorce 20 years ago. She was ruthless back then. I needed that again. "I want to remove him from everything," I said. "Every policy, every co-ownership. If his name's on it, it's coming off." She didn't ask why. She just said, "Consider it done." 2 days later, I moved the funds. Not to a new account, to a trust. The kind with conditions. The kind that would only release money after my death to my grandchildren, if they existed. Not him, not anymore. I even left a note for the trustee. If he contests this, show him the photos from the cruise. He came to the house a week later. I was pruning the rose bushes when his car pulled up. He didn't get out right away, just sat there, watching me. When he finally stepped onto the lawn, he didn't look like my son. He looked like someone rehearsing disappointment. "Mom," he said, forcing a smile, "can we talk?" I nodded toward the porch. "We are?" He told me it wasn't what it looked like, that the trip was a gift from his in-laws, that he'd been too embarrassed to tell me because they wanted it to be private. His lies were cleaner now, practiced. I didn't interrupt, just listened the way I used to when he was small and explaining why the cookie jar was empty. When he finished, I handed him a printout. The trust statement. His name nowhere to be found. He stared at it, then at me. "You're cutting me off?" "No," I said. "I'm cutting you out." His mouth opened, but nothing came. He just stood there, holding the paper like it burned. "Mom, this isn't fair." "Neither is pretending we're broke while sipping champagne in the Aegean," I said quietly. You taught me something valuable, though. What's that? He asked, voice trembling. I looked at him, really looked at him, and felt nothing. That love without respect is just leverage. He left without another word. A week later, his wife called. She tried to reason with me, her tone wrapped in sugar and venom. I let her talk, let her plead. When she paused, I said, "You married him for his future. I just made sure he'd have to earn one." Then I hung up. It's been 6 months. The roses bloomed early this year. I've started sleeping better, not from peace, but from clarity. Sometimes I still check his old photos. The smiles are different now, strained, thin. Maybe he's learning, maybe not. But every time I see one, I whisper the same thing. You shouldn't have lied, my boy.